thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank, money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show.
Baby, I got your money.
Welcome to the Ash Cash Show every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you go to the AshCashShow.com, subscribe to the podcast. Go to AshCashTV.com, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Happy Monday. Today's Apply Pressure Week. We apply pressure this week. I need everybody, whatever you have on your schedule for this week, I need you to double it. I need you to double whatever you say you was going to do this week. I need you to double it. Gales Keys Allen, thank you for the badge love. Ramaya Trask in the building, salute. Madika with it bought. Madika with it. Madika now with it. Thank you for the badge love. Eunice, what up? Salute. Those over and eats. The Sovereign is the Sovereign eats. My fault, y'all. Top of the morning. Hands in, Saka Fed, good morning. Kings and Queens, witness the elevation. It's a low. Orlando, what up? More Mindy, what up? What up? Money Making Monday, if you know, you know. Nia Sip, what up? Appreciate the badge love. P Dub, what up? It's A Low, sis. What up? Thanks for the badge love. Lamar Lawrence, what up? Akiyashi, what up? A healthy South Kitchen, what up? Randy, what up? Salute. Ramaya, thank you for the badge love. Salute. Happy Monday, the $1 trillion lady, what up? All right. Iris Palmer, Sunny San Diego in the building. No One Rated Top T-shirt design. England in the building. What up? The Capo Show. What up? All right. So we gonna start with. I don't know what to start with. Right? We can start with daily aspiration. But real quick, man, let me just start by saying that I woke up this Monday morning full. I woke up this Monday morning. Orlando, thank you for the badge love. I woke up. Eunice says 8 a.m. out here, and I ain't even washed my face yet, but I'm fired up. Salute. My guy Keys Harden in the building. Salute to my brother. My brother is my brother, like my brother is. Pigs of Fire, what up? Cherie, what up? Medicine all with it. Medicine all with it. My fault. You got it, bro. Thank you for your daily dose of inspiration, motivation. Salute. All right. So yeah. So, I can't honestly, man, abundance, man. I can't even begin. Or medicinal. I'm all messing it up. My fault. Medicinal. I'm like. Taylor Joy, thank you for the badge love. But that goes to tell you, right? And this is why I said it's time to apply pressure. Because man, I woke up this Monday morning full. Last week had to be one of the best weeks I've had in my life. Like, I don't even think y'all understand. Last week had to be one of the best weeks I've had in my life. When I tell you that, when I tell you I'm full, right? And what I mean by that is, 2019, and I'm about to get emotional because 2019 was a very tough year for me, It started with losing my mom, but then after that, to the world, it might have seemed like I was going up. But there were a lot of things that were like spiraling, out of control in my life. That honestly that could have ended a lot of what I put it could have ended like 2008, and I'll write about it a little bit in the book. But like I started to spiral, out of control. In a bad way, though, you know what I'm saying? Emotionally, more so than like what people saw in the outer, you know what I'm saying? And so, as I started to try to figure things out, you know what I'm saying? As I tried to figure things out, I let it go, And so I promise y'all, when I talk about surrendering, it ain't like everything I talk about ain't like, I'm just here on a high horse, just telling you what to do because my life is all perfect. It really is a testament of what God helped me grow through, and so, I got to a space, man. I got to a space where, like I said, I made a lot of mistakes. I put a lot of things in jeopardy, you know what I'm saying? 2019. And so when 2020 came, I just renewed my faith in God, you know what I'm saying? I renewed my faith in God. I gave it all to God. I was like, yo, God, you know what? I need you to use me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just was like, man, like, if you leave it up to me, like all these things you've been trying to put in my face, all these blessings, all these everything, I was like, man, if you leave it up to me, I'm gonna mess it up. You know what I'm saying? And so I said, God, I need you to take over that, because like obviously, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I don't know what to do with these blessings you gave me. You gave me everything I've ever wanted. But because I took, I don't wish, death on anybody. And everybody handles things differently, and so, and I won't say I use losing my mom and the physical as an excuse, but I took it hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I took it hard. I just was like, all right, God, all right, what's next? And so 2020, God started giving me direction, and even, as COVID happened, sometimes I kind of think like, man, maybe I thought, I know it was a collective thought. It wasn't just my thought, but we created COVID, because I know 2020 was a new decade. Everybody was like, yo, I'm gonna do things different. And it's crazy. God gave me a different direction. So while everybody was in 2020 wanting to do things different, and that, sort of like, how that's how the world started, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, new year, new me type of thing, and God kept telling me to just finish what I started. God didn't, God didn't tell me to do things different. God told me to finish what I started, And so in renewing my faith and really just, this collective consciousness, COVID was a blessing in some ways. You know what I mean? Obviously, rest in peace to everybody who's lost a loved one, through COVID. So, it's, it's all like, I'm glad COVID happened. Not in the least, because I've lost a lot of loved ones, during that time. But, really COVID happening allowed me to renew my purpose in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, okay, and so God kept telling me to just, finish what you started, finish what you started, finish what you started, And so, you know, I just doubled down. I doubled down in everything that I've always been. Like who you see today is who I've always been, just maybe at a smaller level, you know. And so I doubled down. I listened to God's orders. I listened to what God said, and I just doubled down. I just started just giving, and forgetting about the outcome. You know, I was giving, and I stopped caring about the outcome. I stopped caring about what other people thought. Because I remember, as I would give out inspiration every day and motivation every day, and people would look at me like, yo, why are you doing this and all this stuff? And, it doesn't make sense. It's not a good business deal or whatever. And so, I said, you know what, God, I'm not listening to nobody else. I'm just listening to you. And whatever you tell me to do, I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a blessing, it's been a blessing. And so starting in 2020, going live every day, putting myself out there, making myself open, and really just being there for people, and really providing products and services that help people, change their lives. Most importantly, change their mindset, to change their life better. That just wound up, being what I did, and the funny thing about it, and this is why I say, like, last week had to be one of the best weeks of my life, because it culminated to a calling, right? Two callings, in fact. The first calling was my goal to help 1,980 authors, or 1,980 people become authors, and that was the first call, because that call started for me, and me just saying, listen, I gotta, there's a lot about your story that people don't know about, right? And so it's time to teach people based on your story. So I started writing my story. And I'll be honest, from the block to the bank was, has been so liberating for me. Like, it's been such a breath of fresh air, because I've been able to release some of the things that I've been holding on to. I've been holding on to a lot. And so I was able to release it. I was able to really kind of, start my new chapter of my life, where I turned 40 in 2020. And I was able to start new, and so, I was like 1,980 authors, and I started looking at, what efforts am I giving to assure that these 1,980 authors, are put into fruition. And so God was like, "Yeah, I need you to do it intensive." You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, okay. And, and God was putting different people in my life to tell me to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, my brother, Julian Gordon, and I'm gonna tell you how everything's like a full circle moment real quick, right? Because the two common denominators, right? Julian Gordon, Lamar Tollett, all sort of like goes all together, right? And so, Julian Gordon and I, that's my brother. That's not even my friend. That's my brother, right? So my brother Julian and I, we built a relationship over time, meeting each other online, knowing who we are, and supporting each other from afar, then supporting each other collectively. Then he became my client, I became his client, and we circulated the money, right? He invested in a coaching program that has resulted in the Rich and Righteous book. I've invested in his multifamily movement program, that this year my goal is to get more multifamily homes. And so I was talking to him, masterminding with him, and I was talking to him about about doing. I mean, first and foremost, as I was talking to him, he was asking me like, "Yo, what's your godly work? What's your heavenly work?" Right? And what I realized, or what's my godly work and what's my earthly work, and I realized that my earthly work was to help people become authors, which is now I'm realizing my heavenly work as well. But it was to help people share their story. It was to help people release. It was to help people, use their pain for profit, right? And normally that would sound bad, but if you understand the philosophy around, why profit is good for good people, then you will understand that using your pain for profit is actually something that you're supposed to do, right? And so, talking to Julian, so I'm like, all right, let me double down, right? I'm gonna double down on helping people become authors, right? Then, once I started to double down on that, you know what I'm saying? I was talking to him about doing or buying a building, right? So I'm talking to Julian about buying a building, and I was giving him, just telling him, what my goals are, and what I'm gonna do with the building and things of that nature. And he was like, "Yo, have you ever seen Lamar's building?" You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Nah." He said, "Yo, Lamar." So Lamar Tyler, I met through Alfred Edmond, and so Alfred Edmond, who's my mentor and an executive at Black Enterprise, booked me for an event, my biggest event, in 2019 with TD Jakes and Dr. Kimbrough. Lamar was on stage as well. He killed it. And so I met Lamar there, and Alfred had been telling me and Lamar to connect for so long, but we never got a chance to connect. And so when Julian said, "Yo, did you check out Lamar's building?" I didn't even know he bought a building. And so I said, "Yo, let me reach out to Jamal. Let me reach out to Lamar, Tyler." So I reached out to Lamar. I go to Lamar's space, inspired by how beautiful the building is, that he owns this building. And then as I'm talking to him, we're talking about business, and he says, "Yo, you know what? You should do an intensive." Right? He said, "You should do a 3-day intensive." And I'm like, "Oh, what would this intensive look like?" And when he said it to me, hopefully, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say, but I'll say it. But when he said it to me, it was perfect timing, because I had gotten frustrated with working with authors one-on-one, right? And when I say I got frustrated, I just felt like that one-on-one energy, I didn't really want to do it anymore. But that was like my bread and butter, right? Helping, clients one-on-one. So I was like, all right, let me, I don't like doing it, but let me do it anyway. But I was like, how could I lower the price of my one-on-one and then reach multiple people, so I'm not doing one-on-ones, and create this environment? So Lamar came in with the idea. He said, "Yo, do an intensive." So once he put the bug in my ear, my brother Neo always says success loves speed. And so I said, "Yo, let me just do that." Right? And so quickly, I said, "Yo, I'm gonna follow Lamar's lead, and I'm gonna put the intensives on." And when I tell you, the intensive was put on, man, that was a life changer for myself, First Lady, fast shout to Nadira holding us down, my kids, and everybody in attendance. It was like a lifesaver, life changer, I learned so much from everybody. I learned about myself from everybody. Like my life will never be the same after that 3-day intensive. And I know, I've spoken to everybody individually from the intensive, and so I know that's the same, right? That's the same sentiment that they hold as well, right? Like this was like literally life changing, And so I was full, but I was tired, the last day, My body started to shut down. I got a migraine. My body was telling me like, yo, bro, you going, you know what I mean? Like I was doing like 15-hour days though. You got to think, right? Because I was up 6 a.m. Then doing the show. Then, you know, nobody wanted to go home, right? You know, and so those days were like 6 a.m. to like 10 p.m. Like, you know, it was full days. And so the last day, my body was telling me, yo, shut down, you know, and my migraine was kicking in, but I still gave my all, you know what I'm saying? You know, I still gave my all. And then I knew that the next day, you know, I had Friday to rest, but really not really, you know what I'm saying? Because I just gave 3 days of my life. And, you know, when those 3 days were over, you got to think nothing stops. You know what I'm saying? So I had to continue. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had to continue to go. I still had work to do. So Friday, I really didn't rest because Saturday I was going to be holding an event with my brother Julian Gordon, right, at Lamar Tyler's place, right? So the same two people that gave me the inspiration for the intensive are the same two people that I wound up doing business with 2 days later, right? And so we booked Lamar Tyler's place to do our Rich and Righteous tour, the first stop in the tour, which was a pop-up impromptu, because literally, you know, Julian Gordon, so, and see how all the circles happen, because Julian Gordon is a book client of mine. He hired me to be his book coach. He had written 5 books before, but he said, "Hey, I want to take this book to the next level," you know. And I said, "Okay." So he hired me, paid me my full rate, no discount, paid me my full rate, and I literally, First Lady and I, you know, we worked on Rich and Righteous from everything. I'm talking about. That wasn't the original name, from the name to the cover to the editing to everything. Like we worked on that tirelessly, and proud of, you know what I'm saying, what came about, you know. And so as I know the content of the book, so we talked, I said, yo, bro, we need to do a tour with this, you know what I'm saying? And our magic, like our connection is so magical, meaning like when we connect, we do lives together, magic. When we do interviews together, magic. And so we was like Zooms together, magic. Meetings together, magic. And so we was like, yo, we should do a tour together, you know? And so, you know, the family and I, we went to New Orleans the week prior. And we went to New Orleans to Mastermind to talk to Julian about doing a 5-city tour. And then randomly, I knew I had the 3-day intensive, but randomly, Julian was like, yo, I'm going to be in Atlanta on the 11th. We should do something on the 12th. I said, bro, it's a week. He said, let's do it. And so we did it. Man, I can't begin to tell you how magical Saturday was. Yo, Saturday was like magic on a different level. I'm talking about, when I tell you the breakthroughs that happened on Saturday, it was, oh my God, it's to the point that, the breakthroughs happened at such a fast pace and such a pace of alignment, right? It happened at such a fast pace and at such a pace of alignment that we would look at each other like, yo, this can't be life. This can't be what's happening. And I understand if it was one thing happening, then I'd probably just I don't believe in coincidences. So I'll just chalk it up like, it was a coincidence, which I don't believe in. But I would just be like, all right, God gave us one magical experience. The truth of the matter is that there were literally like 5 or 6, like I'm talking about like when I tell you we had the audience was crying. We had this thing called the hot seat. During the hot seat, people were crying. Like it was that level of breakthrough. It wasn't it was that level of breakthrough. The breakthrough was so magical that it had to be God. Like it couldn't even, it couldn't even be anything else but God, is what I'm saying. And so by Sunday, I was like full. I was full. And then I got a message this morning from God as I prayed. The Lord is my rock. I speed down through Salat. As I prayed this morning, God said, y'all apply pressure. God said, apply pressure. He said, apply more pressure. That was my message. My message was, apply more pressure. I showed you your impact. I showed you I need you. I need to use you. That's what God said. God said, I need to use you. I need to use you to make some more breakthroughs. And so while it might seem like, right? I don't know if y'all can hear that in my voice. It's like, it might seem like I'm asking you to take a break, but I actually need you. I actually need you to apply more pressure. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. And so I woke up this morning. God told me to apply pressure. And that's the message I want for y'all. I want you to know that whatever, like God wants to use you. God wants to use you. And you have to allow yourself to be used, because to be able to see, again, not even see. Let me not even use that word. To be able to feel, right? To be able to feel the blessing. To watch somebody break through in real life is like one of the most powerful things to ever feel, right? Like to get this is what I was saying. To get an assignment from God, right? To get an assignment from God and then follow through on that assignment and to feel like God is pleased is like the best feeling ever. To literally be at the intensive and to watch, grown people, receive their breakthrough. It's just such a blessing to put out an event, in less than 1 week notice, and to sell out. We sold out, right? That wasn't a marketing scheme. Like, look at the picture, count the people. We sold out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we sold out in less than a week. And to have a packed room and to really be able to bless people on that level man, it's like there's no greater feeling. There's no greater feeling than to be obedient and to watch other people get blessed, you know. And so it's time. It's time to keep the pressure on, though, right? Like it's time to keep the pressure, like the you know, the water has been trying to overflow, you know. In fact, shout out to Linda, Malika, Assalamu alaikum. Sister Linda said, "Look, I'm a thug, and you definitely had me crying. The meditation was it for me? I felt it. And so the water has been trying to break through for a very long time, right? The water has been trying to break through for a very long time, and we've been holding the door, trying to stay safe, right? We've been holding the door and trying to stay safe, where God is like, yo, I need you to overflow, right? I need you to overflow. And so this ain't the time. You know, this ain't the time. This ain't the time to fall back. Like this is the time to apply pressure.
Sometimes you need to get knocked down before you can really figure.
And before I go here, right? Like literally, you know, like I said, 2019 was when I tell you it was a tough year for me, you know, and like I said, God started to strip away everything. I'm talking about everything that I cared about, that I loved. Like everything started to get stripped away. It was scary. It was lonely. And in the midst, 2019, I was hurting in plain sight. If you know, you know, right? I was hurting in plain sight in 2019. Everybody, like I said, I had the biggest speech I've ever had in my life. I was popping. Everything was moving, was shaking. But I was hurting, you know, and I got knocked down, you know, and but you know, I'm not smart enough to know when to give up. I gave it up to God, right? I gave it to God, and I surrendered. I surrendered. But I kept going. And you know, God knows best. God knows best. And so God, you know, God knocked me down. You know, I couldn't see a way. But I just, you know, I gave it to God.
Sometimes you need to get knocked down before you can really figure out what your fight is and how you need to fight it. Sometimes you need to feel the pain and sting of defeat to activate the real passion and purpose that God predestined inside of you. God says in Jeremiah, I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Hear me well on this day. This day when you have reached the hilltop and you are deciding on next jobs, next steps, careers, further education. You would rather find purpose than a job or a career. Purpose crosses disciplines. Purpose is an essential element of you. It is the reason you are on the planet at this particular time in history. Your very existence is wrapped up in the things you are here to fulfill. Whatever you choose for a career path, remember the struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for your purpose. When God has something for you, it doesn't matter who stands against it. If it's meant for you, God will move someone that's holding you back away from a door and put someone there who will open it for you. I don't know what your future is, but if you're willing to take the harder way, the more complicated one, the one with more failures at first than successes, the one that has ultimately proven to have more meaning, more victory, more glory, then you will not regret it. Press on with pride and press on with purpose and appreciate what God has brought you through.
You are now listening to MindRightRadio.com, the only place to get inspiration and motivation.
God's plan, y'all. God got a plan.
Talk to God often.
Talk to God often.
Even if you're not perfect, just talk to him every day. You don't have to be in the same faith I'm in, or you ain't got to call God the same thing I call him. But listen to me, you do have to call him, though. It's not going to make your life easy. Faith don't make it easy. Faith makes it possible. All you want is the strength to get through your life. On the days that I feel like I'm not going to make it, on the days that it feels like I can't endure anymore, I think back on my track record for surviving all my bad days. And so far, surviving all my bad days, my track record is 100%.
100%.
It ain't about the money. I know a lot of very, very rich people that's miserable, not happy at all. I can bet you most of you are happier than most of the people I know. And I know some very, very wealthy people. And money don't make you happy. It helps you through a lot of situations. You know the only thing about money? Money takes all emergencies and turns them into mere inconveniences. That's what money does. Money gonna change your life a little bit, folks. All of you gonna get more, but you gotta ask for it. But if that's your desire to get more of it, you gotta ask God for it. If you wanna be happy and successful, you gotta ask God for it. Most people don't have the life of their dreams because you don't ask God for it. You have not because you ask not. If you up your ass, he will up his give. If you change what you ask God for, he immediately changes what he gives to you. You don't need an education to be successful. I flunked out of school. What God has for you, quit tying it in education. People kill me. I know people got 2 degrees finna go back to school and get another. If you got 2 of them that ain't working for you, why would you go get another one of them? I know people that's mastered and PhD'd up, ain't even working. You don't need that. I'm telling you, man, your whole success is tied in your relationship to God. You can simplify this by getting in touch with your creator. That's your key, man. Everything you're going through is preparing you for what you ask God for. You just got to quit tripping while you're in the process. Yeah. Because the process is necessary. You may not see it now, but when it gets you on the other side of it, you're going to see exactly why it went that way. And you...
Yeah, hold on real quick. I want us to understand, and don't miss that. The process is necessary, right? The process is 1,000% necessary. I posted this the other day where I said, you are exactly who and where you're supposed to be. Trust that, right? Yesterday or Saturday, Julian, dropped this bar. He was like, time is something that is made up. Like time is made up by people. And so even this date, right? Even June 14th, even the date is made up, right? The time that it is, like right now, it might be 8:42 Eastern, but it's 7:42, Central. Then it's 5:42 Pacific. Right? So the time is made up. Somewhere on another country somewhere, is nighttime, right? And it's and so time is made up, right? Because God didn't give us time. God gave us two things, right? God gave us here and now. Think about that. That's the only thing we know. We don't know nothing else. We don't know nothing else. We don't know yesterday, right? Because in order to experience yesterday, we have to think about it, but it's not happening anymore. We don't know tomorrow because nobody ever really lived tomorrow. We only know two things for sure. We know here and we know now. Wherever you are is where you are, period. Right? So you only know two things. You know here and you know now. And you got to understand that the process is necessary. Right? The process is necessary. And so even though, as I talk about, going through a tough time in 2019, right? The truth of the matter is that it was necessary. God knows best, right? The process is necessary. It's necessary to go through what you went through, right? It's necessary for you to go through what you go through to strengthen up whatever was weak in order to get you to a space where you're a credible messenger. You had to, right? And so while we might sit here and think about things being different, the process is necessary. And so I want you to keep that in mind. Whether you've overcome, whether you're still overcoming, whether you don't know where to start, where you're trying to figure things out, feel what you feel, go through what you go through, but know that the process is necessary.
You're going to be okay with it. But quit tripping during the process.
Quit tripping during the process.
Lord, why me? You ain't the only one.
Arkia,
Lord,
salute.
why me? You ain't the only one. Oh, Lord, why I lose my job? You ain't the only one unemployed. Pull yourself together and quit tripping because you in the process. God is processing you. He ain't through with you. If he was through with you, you would not wake up in the morning. He gonna fix it. Everything is wrong. First of all, let me tell you this right here. Why are you tripping? Everything that's happening to you is God is processing. Every difficult moment you're having, he just processing. That's all he's doing. Everything you're going through is preparing you for what you ask God for. And if you need to be tough when you get to where you're going, then he gonna toughen you. If you got to be more caring along the way, he gonna let you have some trials come your way that's gonna have to produce that in you. See, the route you on right now is the route you got to take. And it's very uniquely yours. This thing you're going through, this just uniquely yours. You just got to understand you ain't the only one. You ain't the only one going through it. Now, in the order that it's going to happen, it's just yours. You have not because you ask not. It simply say you have not because you ask not. But you don't ask because you ain't got that together. When you ask God for something, quit tripping. He got it from here.
No,
God can't give you what you want because you want to hold on to what you got. You all in the way. Now you telling him how to bless you. You can't tell God how to bless you. It's a simple process. The only reason I'm telling you this, because this is how I made it. I just do me. I'm just being me. I stay uniquely who I am because you are okay just the way you are. Because God made you uniquely who you are. He wanted you to be just like you are. See, God made us very different. This God we got, God is amazing. He created you so individually. Do you know that it's close to 8 billion people on earth now? Do you know that it's almost 8 billion people on the earth? Do you know how many billions of people have died? Do you know that if you dig up all them people that have died
and Packers
and all the people that are presently here and every last one of them that he gonna make in the future, not one of you have the same fingerprint. Who do that? Who could possibly be so precise in his infinite wisdom that he created you so unique that ain't no two people got the same fingerprint. That's crazy. That's real crazy.
Sometimes you need to get knocked down before you can really figure out what your fight is and how you need to fight it. Sometimes you need to feel the pain and sting of defeat to activate the real passion and purpose that God predestined inside of you. God says in Jeremiah, I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Hear me well on this day. This day when you have reached the hilltop and you are deciding on next jobs, next steps, careers, further education. You would rather find purpose
I'm
than a
talking
job.
yellow. Salute, King.
Purpose crosses disciplines. Purpose is an essential element of you. It is the reason you are on the planet at this particular time in history. Your very existence is wrapped up in the things you are here to fulfill. Whatever you choose for a career path, remember the struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for your purpose. When God has something for you, it doesn't matter who stands against it. If it's meant for you, God will move someone that's holding you back away from a door and put someone there who will open it for you. I don't know what your future is, but if you're willing to take the harder way, the more complicated one, the one with more failures at first than successes, the one that has ultimately proven to have more meaning, more victory, more glory, then you will not regret it. Press on with pride and press on with purpose and appreciate what God has brought you through.
Mind Right Radio, your number one source for mind elevation.
And so, you know, just the vibe, man. You know, and fast out to everybody on the YouTube and Facebook check-in, driving with Jazz, Grand Rising, Sharon Smith, Grand Rising, number one beauty supply, Grand Rising, Nadira Brown. What's up, Nadira? We appreciate you. Thank you for tapping in, tuning in. Bass Moreno and your support. Bass Moreno, what up? Facebook check-in. Fast shout to Nadira. Nadira's on the YouTube check-in as well. Fast shout to Armand. You know, I'm not smart enough to know when to give up. If you know, you know. Fast shout to Nerlene. Fast shout to my sister Nerlene. Fast shout to Margie Scott. Good morning, good morning. So there's only one place to go. You know what I'm saying? There's only one place to go with this. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you know, there's only one place because I want you to understand, right? Like, again, like I said, today, this week, right? This week, we have to, right? We have to step our ask up, but we got to apply pressure. You know what I mean? This week is about applying pressure. So whatever your goal was this week, I need you to double that. I need you to really, really, really apply pressure because it is in applying pressure, right? It is in applying pressure that's going to allow you to, you know, to be your best self, right? To live, you know, what God has told you to live, right? And so I need you to apply pressure. But I started this, you know, I started today just, you know, just talking about why I feel so full, you know, why I feel so full, and why last week was one of the best weeks I've ever had because, you know, I allowed God to use me, you know, I allowed God to use me, and allowing, you know, God to use me. I really took everything, my whole life, and, you know, took it to that next level. And so I need you to know, right? Because I know there's some people right now that are going through some things. And I need you to understand that you make a difference. You know what I'm saying? Because imagine if I'd have gave up. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if I'd have gave up at my low point. Imagine if I would have gave up. Imagine if I would have said, yo, enough is enough. And I went in a different direction. Imagine if that would have happened. I wouldn't have been able to be a blessing that God allowed me to be last week and going forward.
You cannot be a believer until you see your whole life and the misery thereof and want to change it. Are you committed?
Are you committed?
Because without commitment, nothing happens.
Without commitment, nothing happens.
If you don't learn to give,
yep,
like you learn to get,
yep,
every area that there is not reciprocity, it will die.
Yep.
Reciprocity. What do you give back for what you get? If you're not committed, you're not going to make it. Even the ones with the personalities you don't like. You have to be committed.
Time to soldier up. Yep. I need you to rise above. Yep. Corey Parker, what up? Come with a vengeance.
Through the storm and the rain and the heartache and the pain and the disappointment, you have to believe in the we and the us and not the me and the you. Or you're not going to make it.
Yep.
It's a commitment. It's not a feeling.
Yep.
Until you have had the taste of finishing, you will not respect yourself. Until you follow through, until something is done, come hell or high water, tears and struggles and pain, and you go through it anyway, and you show up and you continue to fight on no matter the circumstances. After a while, something begins to wither.
Yep.
Anytime you need something that you can't give to yourself, you're at the mercy of somebody else, and when they don't come through, you got pain. And what you become is the consequences of what you didn't get. It's an urge. It's an urge. Truth be told, every champion has felt it. Every president has felt it. Every king has felt it. Every lion has felt it. Every winner has felt it. Every soldier has felt it. Every victorious person has felt it. The urge to quit. Don't you give up on your dream. I don't care if you don't have the money, you don't have the help, and you don't have the family for it, and you don't have the background for it, and you don't have the friends for it. Don't you give up on your dream. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. It may take you twice as long. You may have to take courses and classes. You may not read as fast. You might not move as quick. You might not have as much. But don't you quit.
Yeah.
Don't you quit. You do make a difference.
You make a difference.
You do make a difference. You do make a difference. As weak as you are, as tired as you are, as many mistakes as you made, you do make a difference.
Wow,
there is something they would lose if you were not there.
Something
there
they
was
would lose.
something that they would miss if you were not there.
Yep.
You do make a difference. don't care if you don't have the money, you don't have the help, and you don't have the family for it, and you don't have the background for it, and you don't have the friends for it. Don't you give up on your dream. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you quit. You do make a difference. You do make a difference. You do make a difference. As weak as you are, as tired as you are, as many mistakes as you made, you do make a difference. There is something they would lose if you were not there. There was something that they would miss if you were not there. You do make a difference.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave y'all with that because I need you to understand that. It's funny because the reason why I am transparent because I need y'all to know that life is gonna take its turns. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you have breath in your body, the Creator is still using you. You know, and at the end of the day, like I said, man, last week was when I tell you that over 30 people's lives were changed face to face, and the countless lives that get changed on a daily basis, right? Imagine if I would have gave up, And so if you see my life and you're like, wow, Ash is doing some great work, just know that, whatever you're going through right now is part of the process. And if you just trust the process, if you just keep going, then you're going to be a blessing. All right, y'all, it's my time. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for everybody who for the badge love today. Everybody purchased a badge. Fast shout to Chisoa. Thank you for the badge love. Where's CJ? Thank you for the badge love. Mr. Real Les State. Thank you for the badge love. Gales Keys Allen. Thank you for the badge love. But Medicinal with it. Thank you for the badge love. Nia Sip. Thank you for the badge love. It's A Low. The sis, thank you for the badge love. Ramaya Trash, my bro, thank you for the badge love. The bro god, Orlando, thank you for the badge love. Taylor Joy Productions, thank you for the badge love. The sis too, Drew Buys REI, thank you for the badge love. Art Therapy LLC, thank you for the badge love. Nick B 101, thank you for the badge love. Butterfly Thoughts, thank you for the badge love. Behind the Wheel Podcast, thank you for the badge love. Princess Cut 1, thank you for the badge love. Sister Linda, Close with Linda, thank you for the badge love. Love Donne, thank you for the badge love. The Blessing is the Influence, thank you for the badge love. LaCole Whitfield, thank you for the badge love twice. I appreciate you. Authentic Purpose 327, thank you for the badge love. Nadira, thank you for the badge love. Jay Griff, thank you for the badge love. Gerber Charles, thank you for the badge love. M. Packard, author. Thank you for the badge love. Quell, what up, my G? Thank you for the badge love. Panther Inc. Graphics. Thank you for the badge love twice. Walking Purpose 30. Thank you for the badge love. Khadijah. Thank you. That's me. Thank you for the badge love. Rakita Henderson. Thank you for the badge love. Y'all showed out today. I appreciate you. That was like 32 badge love. I think that's the record too. I think that's the record. Mr. Determined Believes. Thank you for the badge love. So I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all tap into my guy Ramaya Trask. You know what I mean for the after party. Fem Creator. Thank you. Thank you for the badge love. I appreciate you. That's for 35 or 34. I appreciate y'all. But make sure y'all check out my guy Ramaya Trask for the after party. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I want you to apply pressure. You know what I'm saying? I need you to apply pressure. Please apply pressure. You are necessary. You are needed. You make a difference. There's somebody right now who's counting on you. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody who is counting on you. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, I appreciate Styles. What up? Styles Lewis in the building. Man, just keep going, because I'm telling you, the greatness The greatness is within you. Look, Ramaya, thank you for the badge, love. All right, y'all. I'm a tap in. It's Apply Pressure Week. I will see y'all tomorrow in God's will, same time, same place. All right, peace.
I'm talking about well. Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show.